Today we're reviewing an incredible fragrance from the house of Arabian Oud. So if you love gourmand oriental fragrances, you're not going to want to miss this review. Check it out. Welcome back, fragrance family. Ori here with Knowsnotes, bring you another great fragrance related video. Here at Knowsnotes, we cover all things fragrances, so if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to join the Knowsnotes family. For everyone who's been with us throughout this entire journey, we appreciate you being here, and we just can't thank you enough. Alright, so the fragrance we're reviewing today comes from the house of Arabian Oud, and man, this fragrance is one that's going to take off here very, very soon. I see it gaining traction on my Instagram, and before too long, I'm telling you, everybody's going to be talking about this one. So I figured, why don't we go ahead and get a review done before all the hype starts building up. The name of the fragrance that we're reviewing, translated from Arabic, means message. Now, with that being said, I have a message for you, and that message, this fragrance is just, it's out of this world. I know it's a little corny, but you know, I'm trying to make this fun because this really is a great fragrance. And that fragrance is Rasalah. If you've seen it on our Instagram, you know we love this fragrance. And it's getting a lot of hype, as it should be. Now, we're not going to waste any time. We're going to hop right into this review. But you know how we do things. We always start off with a presentation. I'm a nut for good presentation, and this is no exception. Arabian Oud, they are veterans when it comes to creating fragrances with impeccable presentation. So let's go and get started with that. Our presentation begins with just some of the best attention to detail that I've ever seen. The reason why I'm making a point to talk about attention to detail is that not only did they make a unique and awesome box itself, but they also made an incredible bottle, and additionally they made a bag for this fragrance to match the box. So here we have the bag from Resala. Now I know there's a few fragrances from Arabian Oud where they'll go ahead and they'll match up the box with the bag, but it doesn't matter, it's still a really cool touch. Alright, so here's the box. Has a sleeve on it. Alright, so you got your sleeve. Move it around like that. You have this wax seal. It's a little hard to see, but there's the Arabian Oud logo on this wax seal. You got Resala, has some more information there, okay? Take the box, open it up, slides right off like so. And there we have our bottle. Really, really nice presentation. Alright, so there we have it, Resala. You've all seen me review this on my channel before, not necessarily review it, but we've talked about it before. It's made a few of my list, and for good reason. So right off the bat, you can see it kind of gives off that quill and ink bottle kind of vibe. It has some gold accents that carries on with the luxurious nature of Arabian Oud. These folks know how to create luxurious scents, and for that reason, they're one of my favorite niche houses. So there's the bottle, the presentation. I'm sorry, the distribution, oops. The distribution of the atomizer is great. I love the atomizers from this company. They've officially become my favorite atomizers, even over my Creed bottles. Really great distribution. It feels good to spray them. And yeah, so that's it. That's the bottle there. All right, so with the bottle out of the way, we're gonna move on to our scent profile. It's pretty important to know. But before I even go in and start talking about the notes that are in this fragrance and the scent profile, I'm just gonna say they did such a great job on blending these different notes together. It's kind of hard to determine when they transition from one phase of the dry down to another. So in the top notes, there's only one note, and that's saffron. In the mid, we have some of the vanilla and the rose, and then we have on the base, we have oud and chocolate. So not many notes in this fragrance, but it's not necessary. This is a prime example of more is not necessarily better. So how does Resala smell? For my nose, in the opening, I'm getting a little bit of the saffron. It's not much, but it kind of gives off a dry, earthy vibe. Nothing too crazy, but it quickly gets overtaken by a glorious rose and vanilla accord. It's really nice. Not to mention the chocolate even starts coming in from the base and just really creates a beautiful gourmand masterpiece. I'm telling you, this thing is amazing. I can't really think of anything that I can really compare it to, at least not in my collection. I would compare this to Cacao Dreams from Alexandria Fragrances. I've compared this to Lyra from Xerjoff, and I can't really compare them. They're just different fragrances. But I will tell you this much, I do enjoy Resala more than I enjoy those two fragrances. So very well done. As I mentioned earlier, the way they blend this fragrance, it just goes together so smooth. Really hard to decipher where one note starts and where the other one ends. The star of this fragrance is chocolate. So if you love chocolate, you need to get your nose on this one. It's really good. I originally learned about Rasalah from some friends over on Instagram. They put me onto this one. I went to the boutique. I picked up a bottle, immediately loved it. Since then, I've gone back, I've purchased an additional backup bottle for myself. I picked up one for a gift to give to one of our friends in the community, and two of our other buddies, they couldn't find it in stock, so we bought 2 more bottles to send to them. So we love this fragrance, we stand behind this 100%. Definitely worthwhile, you should definitely check it out. Now I know I mentioned in the scent profile there's oud in this fragrance. I'm not really smelling that. I primarily get the rose, the vanilla, and the chocolate, with the chocolate really trumping them all. And it's a sweet scent. It's gourmand to the core, but it's not so sweet that it gives off an immature kiddie kind of vibe. This is definitely a mature, luxurious fragrance that's really, really nice for date nights, and I would even wear this to any kind of event where I want to smell great and where I want to make a good first impression, just an impression in general. Now with Resala, you're going to be getting insane performance. If you're anything like me, if your skin's like mine, the performance is going to be out of this world. You're going to leave a trail behind you wherever you go. That's your sillage. You're going to be projecting across the room, and when it comes to longevity, for me, I'm getting 8 hours. And in some cases, slightly more than 8 hours. So for you, maybe you'll get 8 plus, and that's only on my skin. Now, if I'm spraying on my clothing, I'm smelling it for an entire day. It's just ridiculous. With that being said, if you are going to spray Resala, please, please, please don't overspray. I can get away with doing 2 sprays, and I can see maybe doing 3. The atomizer is good enough that you might be able to get off that half a spray. So if you want to go 2.5, that might work really well for you. But please do keep that in mind if you do happen to pick up this fragrance. So I'm going to try to link down below a few places where you might be able to pick up Resala. It is a little expensive, depending on where you're at. Now over here in the Middle East, it's definitely a little more affordable. Not that it's not affordable for everyone back home, but it's a little bit less. Okay, so definitely, check it out. I think it's worth the amount of money that they're asking for back stateside. It's really that good. I would put it up there. It's definitely one of my best fragrance, or my favorite fragrances in my collection, and it's easily my best performing fragrance in the entire collection. So take those into consideration. I wouldn't steer you wrong. Give it a try. Go check them out. It's definitely going to be worth your time. And that was another quick one for you. Didn't take very long. There's not a whole lot else to really say about this fragrance other than you need to go try it. We've sent out quite a few samples along with those boxes that we told you about earlier, but we'll see about getting some more samples out to really let people try this fragrance and just let them know how good it is. I mean, go ask our friends and our family over on Instagram about how much they really love this scent. It's become a few people's favorite scents, so don't get your nose on it. It's definitely worthwhile. So that's it. That wraps our review. Let us know what you think down below. If this isn't your favorite gourmand fragrance, what is your favorite gourmand fragrance? We'd be curious to see what you have to say, because we have a few others that we really do enjoy. But let us know down below. We'll appreciate the continued love and support. And if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing so you never miss any of the new videos that we end up putting out, And yeah, that's it. So I'm Ori with Knowsnotes. When it comes to smelling good, wear what you want, whenever you want. Stay fresh, stay blessed, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
They say Mike's about to blow though. Tell me something that I don't know. With the crowd bouncing like bogles. You can come on the tour bus, just please no photos. But they're all like Somo. Cause we be going off on the off nights. Cause I've been on every single song I put my pen on now. They don't know, or maybe they starting to. Cause I work so hard that it's hard.